Mosquitoes. Today we're going to learn all about mosquitoes. Get ready for some fun facts and interesting information. Have you ever heard a high-pitched buzzing sound near your ear and then you feel a tiny pinch? That, my friends, was likely a mosquito. These tiny insects are known for those itchy bites, but there's a whole lot more to them than meets the eye. We're going to dive into the fascinating world of mosquitoes, learning about their unique features, where they live, and some surprising facts that might just make you say, wow! So, put on your explorer hats, grab your magnifying glasses, and get ready to learn all about mosquitoes. Let's start by understanding what mosquitoes are. Now, these little guys belong to a family called Culicidae, which is a fancy word for a group of insects that share certain characteristics. Mosquitoes are pretty small, usually less than an inch long, and they have these long, thin bodies. And get this, they've been around for millions of years. That means they were buzzing around when dinosaurs roamed the earth. You know how some insects have really bright, flashy colors? Well, mosquitoes are a bit more low-key. They usually sport colors like brown, gray, or even black. This helps them blend in, especially at night when they're out looking for a snack. And speaking of snacks, we'll get to that in a bit. But for now, just remember that mosquitoes are these tiny insects with a big impact on our world. They might seem like simple creatures, but trust me, there's more to them than meets the eye. So buckle up, because we're about to get up close and personal with the mosquito. Alright explorers, now that we know what we're dealing with, let's zoom in and take a closer look at the mosquito's unique features. Just like their insect cousins, mosquitoes have a head, a thorax, and an abdomen. On that head, you'll find two large compound eyes that help them see in almost every direction. Talk about having eyes in the back of your head. Now take a look at their mouth. See that long, needle-like structure? That's called a proboscis, and it's their secret weapon for getting a meal. Don't worry, we'll talk more about that later. And what's an insect without its 6 legs? Mosquitoes have 3 pairs of these long, jointed legs covered in tiny hairs. These hairs are actually super sensitive and help the mosquito sense vibrations and changes in the air. Oh, and we can't forget about their wings. Mosquitoes have 2 delicate wings that allow them to fly. And believe me, those wings can flap up to 500 times per second. That's what creates that annoying buzzing sound we all know too well. Mosquitoes are like the ultimate world travelers. They can be found on every continent except for one very chilly place, Antarctica. I don't blame them for avoiding all that ice. But why are they so widespread? Well, mosquitoes are incredibly adaptable. They've evolved to survive in all sorts of environments, from steamy rainforests to scorching deserts. However, they do have their preferences. Mosquitoes thrive in warm, humid places with plenty of standing water. That's because their babies, called larvae, need water to grow and develop. So whether it's a puddle in your backyard, a marsh, a lake, or even a discarded tire filled with rainwater, mosquitoes can turn it into a breeding ground. That's why it's so important to eliminate any standing water around your home, especially during mosquito season. Okay, explorers, it's time to talk about a serious side of mosquitoes, their role in spreading diseases. Now, not all mosquitoes carry diseases, but the ones that do can pose a serious health risk to humans and animals. One of the most well-known diseases spread by mosquitoes is malaria. It's caused by a tiny parasite that infects red blood cells, and it can cause fever, chills, sweating, headache, muscle pain, and even death. Another disease to watch out for is dengue fever. This one's a real pain, causing high fever, severe headache, joint and muscle pain, and a rash. In severe cases, it can even lead to dengue hemorrhagic fever, which can be life-threatening. And then there's the Zika virus, which has made headlines in recent years. While most people infected with Zika experience mild symptoms or none at all, it can cause serious birth defects in babies born to infected mothers. The good news is that there are ways to protect ourselves from mosquito-borne diseases. Wearing long sleeves and pants, using insect repellent, and sleeping under mosquito nets are all effective ways to prevent mosquito bites. Mosquito fun facts. Let's dive into the world of mosquito myths and uncover some fascinating facts about these buzzing insects. Did you know that only female mosquitoes bite? It's true. Male mosquitoes are perfectly content sipping on nectar and plant juices. Females, on the other hand, need a blood meal to get the protein they need to develop their eggs. And speaking of blood, have you ever wondered why mosquito bites itch so much? Well, when a mosquito bites you, it injects a bit of its saliva into your skin. This saliva contains an anticoagulant that prevents your blood from clotting, and an anesthetic that numbs the area so you don't feel the bite right away. But here's the catch. Our bodies react to the foreign proteins in mosquito saliva, causing an allergic reaction that results in those itchy red bumps. Now here's a fun fact. Did you know that mosquitoes are attracted to certain colors? It's true. Studies have shown that mosquitoes are particularly drawn to dark colors like black, navy blue, and red. So, if you want to avoid becoming a mosquito buffet, it's best to stick to lighter colors like white, yellow, or light green. We've learned a lot about mosquitoes today. It's easy to see them as pesky insects that we'd rather live without. But the truth is, mosquitoes play a surprisingly important role in our ecosystems. For starters, they're a vital food source for a wide range of animals, including bats, birds, fish, and even other insects. Imagine a world without mosquitoes. It would be like removing a crucial link in the food chain, potentially leading to imbalances in animal populations. And while we may not like their biting habits, mosquitoes do play a role in pollination. Just like bees and butterflies, mosquitoes feed on nectar, and in the process they transfer pollen from one plant to another, helping plants reproduce. Of course, their role in spreading diseases is a major concern, and scientists are constantly working on ways to control mosquito populations and prevent the spread of mosquito-borne illnesses. So, the next time you encounter a mosquito, remember that these tiny creatures, while annoying, are an integral part of our world. Like, subscribe, and share this video to join us in discovering more amazing topics together.